This video is to do a comprehensive look at a new shelf system that I have in the shop. And this shelf system is targeted towards a particular audience. I really built it for myself, but it's such a good system that I also feel like it's worth a lot to the right people. The people that might be interested in this are kind of any kind of interior design firm, remodel firm, design build firm, interior design and rendering, any kind of rendering artist. This is going to be really helpful for you. Even if you're a real estate agent using these softwares, this might be helpful for you. This is just a big part of my new kit right now. I'm going to be using this a lot anytime I'm doing any kind of shelves. So this is a shelf system, and it's built on the cabinet tools, most powerful tools in this software. So let's take a look. It's going to take a little while to get through this. This is built on a system of either 30-inch cabinets or 15-inch cabinets. So I'm going to show you what I mean. We'll get into Chief, and I'm going to drop in here a wall cabinet. And so within the folder you receive, there's numbered folders, and the first numbered folder is called painters, and these are just style palettes. This tool is meant to spray this cabinet and immediately turn it into a 30-inch wide cabinet with a particular setup here. And let's just open this up and take a look at what it's made of. This is a cabinet with 0-inch left and right sides and a 0-inch back face as well. And then what we have is two doors. The lower door, as you can see here, it's only 1.5 inches. That represents the shelf itself, but it's a door, which means all of these symbols are in fact doors. Now the shelf system itself only works right now with a 12-inch depth shelf, but you can of course fake it with any number of different items or stretch the shelves I've included to the size that you need and reconvert it to a door in the likeness of the symbol class that I have. So you can open up these items in the symbol class, take a look at how I've built them, and build your own stuff if you'd like to. That's just a note. Now, the next part of this is we've got a door here. It's based on a 15-inch overall height. Okay, so all of the items in my shelf system are 15 inches. Now that we've kind of covered that, what we can do is do our hot swap method from our library. So in the number 2 folder, I've got shelves. Now before I even do this, I'm going to actually span this cabinet out a couple different times. I'm going to do a multiple copy here at a 30-inch interval. And then I'll select all these. I'm going to move them up. And then we're going to make another couple rows here. So put one almost on the ground. That way we can see all the different shelves that I have available in this. Now you can see here, this has only a one-side bracket. The point of that is that you can flip this shelf if you want to and show that we have a bracket on left and right side. Now notice that the decor actually flipped as well. Another way you can do that is actually go in here and change this from a door left to a door right and vice versa. Very easy. There you go. So I have a one-side bracket. I also have a double-side bracket in case you just want a single shelf unit. Simple enough. I've got a laminated shelf. This is just a typical face frame shelf. It's a 3/4-inch shelf with an 1.5 inch face frame. 1.5 inch rail, if you will. I've got a live edge shelf. Actually, I'm going to paint the live edge on the bottom here. And you can see this is just replacing from the library in the component level. Notice that we've got C checked for the component library object painter component mode. Okay. I've got a rustic shelf. This one's kind of an interesting one. We can paint this one in too. And then one of my favorites, I have a bracketed slatted shelf. I do leave a couple components in this kit in case you want to make your own setup on a shelf. Totally up to you. I have the double-sided slatted shelf for this end one here. There we go. Now let's take a look at some of the decor that I've included in the 30-inch cabinet system. Now these are all 30-inch cabinets. I've got 15-inch cabinets and 30-inch cabinets. So let's just paint these out. And they're organized by kind of categories. So the first category being audio, and there's only one system in this. This has got my SX, recreation of a receiver. Let me paint it up here at the top here. Maybe it looks a little nicer up there. Got a bath system, and you can see with this particular shelf, there's going to be some items that don't work very well with it, so keep that in mind. Books are going to work well with this. I've got plenty of book symbols in here. Some of these book symbols have book ends in them. That's nice for just kind of capping, the end of a run of books. Plenty of cooking items for your kitchen. And I also have dishware. Oh, that's that same one. There we go. You can see just how quickly we can change out and build a full system based on this. Custom model towels. Try to make them low poly count and ultra realistic. My custom baskets there. And finally a plant. Now let's take a look at what this looks like in PBR. You can see here, this is overall a very quality kit, and we did that lightning fast. So you can come up with a shelf system with this system very, very quickly and be happy with the end results. Now I'm going to delete all this, and we'll get into a 15-inch cabinet assembly and see what I've got there. Look how good those towels look up there. Isn't that fantastic? There's nothing like that in the Chief Architect library. So, I mean, this kit really stands out. And get into plan view, delete all this, and we'll end up throwing in a new wall cabinet here. We'll get into our painters. We're going to paint our 15-inch shelf here. 15-inch shelves, I don't have quite as many shelves in the 15-inch system, but the point of the 15-inch system is that you can add a couple of them together if you'd like and create your own combinations. So I've got that same SX receiver there. That's a custom modeled receiver I made. Some bathroom shelf decor. Some more cooking items. These are meant for creating spice racks behind your range, a couple of those. Obviously some more dishes and glassware. Let's see if we can't just copy these up or down. Some hanging ivy. And there we go. And let's take a look at this in PBR. And just to revisit this, we can of course change these shelves if we want to. Isn't that clever? All right, now let's take a look at another use for this kit, because you can put together quite a few things with this particular kit. I'm going to place a full height cabinet here. I'm going to make it 30 inches because I'm going to go over a couple things that you might run into, but this is still a dynamic system even with a full height cabinet. So I'm going to take this upper door, I'm going to split it horizontally. I'm going to make this section be 15 inches. And then this lower section, I actually want to change this to be 30 inches, which is going to stretch that upper section. Now I can use the component mode to hot swap out this segment. But before I do that, I actually want to split this vertically because we have full overlaid doors. My systems are built on cabinet doors, which means that they're going to be inset, which means they overlay in the case of a full overlaid door cabinet. So because we have this, instead of it being inset, if you want an inset cabinet, it's not a problem. If you want an overlay cabinet, we're going to have to do a couple things. I'm going to split this vertically, and I'm going to split this vertically again. And I'm going to make this an opening. And the opening, I'm just going to set it to be item width of 1 inch. The other, I'm going to make an opening as well. Again, item width 1 inch. I don't need these separations, so I can delete them. And I can move this opening to the right. That leaves me that center door section. Now there's one more thing I need to do here. I'm going to add to this. I'm going to add in an opening, and I'm going to make it as small as I can. If you type in 1/32, it's just going to make it 1/16. Okay, and that makes a little separation between the separation itself, because otherwise, again, your door is going to overlay on the bottom side here, which means my shelf systems are going to dive down into the platform that's created here. So we've got a separation, and then we've got this little opening needs to move up above that separation. And that's it. So we've got a little tiny 1/16 opening above our separation. And we've got opening on either side of the door. Now this system works. So I'm going to get into my double width shelf items again. Be in the component mode. And look what happens. One last thing, one last detail we need to do. We need to make sure that we're specifying that this is not an auto right door, that it's a door right or door left. There we go. Now this system works. You're going to notice one more goofy thing. We see a handle here. There's one quick, easy way to change that. We need to go in and specify appliance door drawer. And so in the subsequent menu here, we're going to make sure that our door handle is set to none. Now finally we can use our system to quickly just change out items in this section. Those look like they were floating, but it's just because it's a glass texture. So again, pretty quickly we can have a cabinet with decor in it. This is a nice way to build out, full laundry systems, or laundry cabinets, I should say. Pretty clever. So that's it. That's kind of the full breakdown and run through of this. I've got some bonus items in here. This is also included in my kitchen quick tools, but this particular sprayer makes it so that you can paint any cabinet, any type of cabinet, and immediately change it to some kind of a bookshelf. So be it a base cabinet or an upper cabinet, we can use this tool to make a bookshelf. So that's included in this kit. It's also included in the kitchen quick tools. I've got some parts so that you can create your own stuff. I've got a bookend in here. And then if you purchase this particular package, any updates I make to this, and I'm sure I'll make some updates, you'll get those for free. So go check it out on my shop. Again, if you've got any questions, leave comments. Wherever you're seeing this video, leave comments. Happy to answer any questions about this particular kit. I'm super excited to go use it. I've got a bunch of projects I already need it for. So that's it. Enjoy. Thanks again as always.